Afternoon, all. The game has started. Arsenal on the front foot, 2 minutes in. Martinelli's already had a couple of chances to run at Wan-Bissaka. Oh. Yeah, Martinelli's already had a couple of chances to run at Wan-Bissaka and has got to the byline on both occasions. And Partey just goes close, just couldn't steer it in to the far post, the near post, sorry. Arsenal look up for this, and we need to be. Ben White too casual. Yeah, well played. Afternoon, Tony. Come on, Martinelli.
Gal.
Come on, Martinelli. You'd have hit the deck there, Martinelli. Give the referee an option to make. And it looks like this is going to be an end-to-end game, that's for sure. Well played, Eddie. Well played. Oh. This guy, any man. You got your stream up, Tone?
Yeah.
I'm at 5 minutes 50.
Got to get my glasses on. Can't see the TV.
Man United. The ball's played through. No, never a penalty. See, that's a dive from Fernandes there. That's a blatant dive. The ball's played through. Fernandes runs onto it. Ramsdale comes out, holds his ground, doesn't touch him. Fernandes collides with him, throwing himself into Ramsdale. Never a penalty in a million years.
What are you at minute-wise? 6 minutes?
6:45 now.
Jeez, I'm 2 minutes behind you.
Well, the good thing is that Man United have come to play. Well done. Oh, bad touch.
There we go. So, all things being equal, I've just picked up about a minute and a half.
Yeah, 7 minutes 18 now. I'm at.
Okay, I'm a minute now. I'm a minute behind you. 50 seconds.
And Man United on the attack. White clears, throw to Man United, deep in Arsenal territory. I think Man United know they need to win, and we know we can't lose.
Yeah, it's a very, very intricate game already. I can see there's lots of, intricate passing going on between both teams.
Yeah, which is good to see. You know, obviously, I think, like I said, United know they have to win. If they don't get anything from this game, their title challenge is kind of lagging a bit.
Mm. Good tackle, Ben White on Rashford. Somebody said I'm about a minute behind you, Gal. How's your weekend been, buddy?
Yeah, all football was frozen off this morning. Oh, Martinelli just fires over the bar. Yeah, all football was frozen off this morning. Worked yesterday and just been asleep today, really, catching up on some sleep.
Yeah. Unlike me, who has just spent the morning sparring, working with, coaching my kids in the gym. Because where my boxing gym is, there's like a bunch of football pitches in around us.
Okay.
So normally on a Sunday morning, I go in and there's like loads of games going on. But this morning it was completely empty bar one game which was taking place on the AstroTurf. That was a bad kick from De Gea. Kicked it straight out the touch.
Trossard on the bench. The bench is gradually
It's
getting there, isn't
amazing,
it?
yeah. I was going to say that just adding Trossard has made such a difference to our bench.
Well, it's just another option because he can play across the front three, can't he? On either
Yeah,
side,
bear
even
with me,
probably.
buddy.
Go on, mate. That looked like a bit of a nasty tackle there from Fernandes. Yeah, naughty little kick out there from Fernandes. Konstantinko. Oh, great nutmeg, Saka. Come on, Arsenal. Martinelli just doesn't do one thing or the other. He's a bit indecisive. Which sometimes makes me think, would he be better as a number 9 playing through the middle rather than on the wing? Oh, give it away again, Martinelli. Have you let him carry it that far? Good open game. 12 minutes in, both sides going for the win. Both sides trying to play football, both sides trying to score, which is what you ultimately want to see. It's an important game for both teams. Oh, why is there no one there? What a ball that was from Saka. Quick throw taken. Saka puts in a fantastic cross, and there's just nobody gambling. Just they're all on the three of them on the penalty spot. No one's gambling to get in there. That's a tap in. Arsenal just been a little bit sloppy in the final third. A couple of passes just going astray when they should have really been to their man. Come on. Oh, goal, Man United. Marcus Rashford. 25 yards, bottom corner. Party give the ball away, and it broke to Rashford, and he smashed it into the bottom corner. What a bad goal to give away. What a great strike, but Gabriel, you got to throw your body towards the ball, mate. You can't just bend your body and lean completely the other way.
Jump in here. Hello, mate. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
just seen the goal. It is a
you
great
know,
goal. Got to
it's
give
a
him
great
credit
goal,
for
but
that.
Gabriel's defending. He just leans his body the other way. You've got to throw your body to where the ball's going.
He
That
looks
really
like he's.
annoys me. You see all defenders doing it, and it really annoys me. Can't block the ball if you're not in line with the ball, can you?
It wasn't dangerous, that's why.
Let me have another look. So,
See, look.
there's like Saka's lost the ball.
He's pushed it
Yeah,
across.
Party
He's
tried.
got through Party.
Yeah, Party tried to
I mean, to
release.
be honest,
Oh, first tackle in the game. Are you kidding? First tackle in the game, and he's produced a yellow card for Ben White. Yeah, I might just a bit of a naughty tackle though. But Party tried to
I can't
release
blame Gabriel
Ben
because
White.
he's way off the ball.
No, I don't. I'm not blaming him. What I'm saying is, when you tuck your hands behind your back, but you're leaning to the left, and the shot goes to your right, you got to stand half in front of the ball
I
and
get what you're saying.
try and block the ball, ain't you? You're not
Yeah, I
blocking
get what you're
anything. You're
saying.
blocking air.
Yeah,
You see, all defenders do it. It's not just him. All defenders do it.
yeah.
It's like they don't want to take it in the face. Not like the days of old when Adams and the Keowns would just take it in the face.
Yeah.
That's the Stonehenge time, right?
Okay. I'm just going to be off camera a while, but keep going, yeah?
Yeah, go on, mate. Come on, Arsenal. We got this. Great ball, Odegaard. Oh, corner ball. Saka drives in from the right. Crossfield ball to Eddie to the box, and it's deflected over for a corner. Oh, corners played to the edge of the box from Saka. Martinelli. Oh, unlucky Martinelli. That was fresh from the training ground. Arsenal pressing again down the left. Martinelli wins the ball back, drives to the byline, and it's a corner to Arsenal. 22 minutes gone. The game's settled down, Tone.
Yeah. Stan Kroenke, aka Bertram, is in the house. Big up, Bertram. Hope you're well there in New York. Big shout out to our guy in the big
Xhaka
apple.
with the ball, edge of the area, back to Zinchenko. Zinchenko 1-2 with Martinelli, releases Xhaka. Cross comes in. Yes! Yes! The Eddie Nketiah! Come on, Eddie! 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 What a move! What a move! What a move! Absolutely fantastic play.
Excellent stuff.
Xhaka with a great cross to the far post, and there's Eddie. Bang! It's 1-1. Arsenal back in this.
Let's go.
I say back in it. We were never out of it, really. What great play. Absolutely brilliant. But great movement by Eddie there, because when that cross comes in, he's not favourite to get that. He's not favourite to get that. Wan-Bissaka's favourite to get that. And Wan-Bissaka shuts off, and Eddie nips him in front of him. Bang. Have that.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. That's beautiful. Yeah, he's that's what strikers do.
Exactly.
That's all about the movement.
Exactly, Tone.
That's all about the movement.
Wan-Bissaka should have come and headed that clear. And in that split second, he hesitated. Eddie saw the option, bang in front of him, and it's 1-1.
Let's go.
Hopefully that's all the air out of their balloon now.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys,
the game's settled down.
Anybody is wanting to join us on the stream, I'm going to put the stream details in the chat.
Yeah, come and join us, guys. See, after they scored, they was happy to sit down, and the game sort of settled down. And they was just like, it was like they was half saying, "We're 1-0 up. It's up to you guys now to come and beat us." Yeah, and we've just done it.
Oh, that was off his,
Go on, Party. Go on, Party.
It's off his chest.
Oh, why you hit it? Oh, come on. Party nicks the ball, drives to the edge of the box. You're thinking he's just going to unleash some hell-driven power driver. Second to the byline. Oh, cleared by United. Arsenal was swarming. Arsenal was swarming all over him. You think Party's just going to unleash some beast of a power driver?
Just seeing the Thomas Partey set up. Oh.
You know, you think you just stride into the edge of the box. You think just unleash, just smash it.
Arsenal playing some wonderful football here, though. Be back soon, Gary. Bear with me.
Yeah. Go on, mate. Stupid Saliba. Oh, well played, Odegaard. What a... Go on, Odegaard. Brilliant. Go on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie. Yes, Eddie. What speed? Come on, Eddie. You've got to pass that ball, Odegaard, first time. Has to go first time. There's no room to carry that. Good save, Ramsdale. Yeah, sweeping move by Arsenal, carries them down the pitch. The ball breaks to Martin Odegaard. He's got to just throw it first time to the left to Martinelli. Holds on to it, rob it. United go straight down the other end, and McTominay brings a great save from Aaron Ramsdale. Corner Man United. Ramsdale and Marcus Rashford having a nice little chat there. Ramsdale saying, "How comes you didn't save my one like that?"
Big up to Corey in the chat, on the Facebook chat. Right, save Ramsdale.
Corner Man United, in it comes. Headed clear by Gabriel. United still have the ball edge of the Arsenal area. What's it? Offside. Offside free kick Arsenal. Odegaard's down on his haunches. And so he's got a slight issue with his bottom of his back. So Alex Ferguson took charge of 71 games for Arsenal versus Man United. 71 games. That's mad, isn't it? When you think about that.
That's an
Crazy when you think about
outrageous
that,
number of games.
71.
I mean, you think to yourself, even if you like half that at 2 games a season, yeah, that's 30 years.
Yeah. It's crazy,
That's a ridiculous amount of time.
35 years, isn't it, if you half it at 2 games a season?
I mean, obviously, we played each other. I mean, I went to both FA Cup finals at Villa Park. Yeah. So it's like I know we came across each other a lot of the time.
Champions League, second, third rounds.
Yeah.
That's why it's so many.
Those were some great battles there, though, weren't there? There was some. Odegaard. Well played, well played, I got a bit panicky there. Knocked the ball about really well, though.
Oh, really?
You're probably going to see it in a minute. Oh, what a goal! What a ball from Gabriel. Come on, Saka. Come on, Saka. Come on, Saka.
Say what? I'm glad we got a week off to the next game. Is it a week?
You're gonna need it.
Yeah. This is one of them games. It's like a full pelt, all action, very fast paced.
It's interesting so far that Arsenal have played more down the left against, like, Martinelli against Wan-Bissaka. Offside free kick, Man United with no corner.
It's a great ball that was from Gabriel to Martinelli.
Arteta's just following the geezer down the line. Look, he's right on the top. Arteta's just standing outside his technical area, following the guy down the line to take the throw. Well played, Saliba. Oh, careful now. Well played, Arsenal.
Quick half hour. It's gone by real quick.
It's flown, isn't it?
32 minutes in.
Yeah, yellow card for Luke Shaw. Now you want to get Saka against him all the time now.
Yeah.
Oh no, was he giving a yellow card to Arteta?
Really?
For
I
what?
think he's giving a yellow card to Arteta. I think Shaw's pushed over Saka, and that's about the third or fourth time there's a foul. But I think he's give the yellow card to Arteta.
So did Luke Shaw get the yellow card?
No, Arteta, I think. Well, they haven't showed who's got it. A yellow card was definitely brandished. Now, whether it's to Arteta or not, he's still standing right on the touchline. Literally, and I mean right on the touchline.
Right, let me see.
Any information about who that yellow card went to?
I'm just having a look now. I can't really tell. I think it is Arteta. I think you're right.
But if it given to Luke Shaw, it would have said Luke Shaw's name, so I think it would be.
Yeah, I think it's definitely given to Arteta. So now he's got to watch himself on that touch, but he's standing. It's like he don't care. He's just standing outside his technical area, right on the touchline.
Yeah, it's definitely Arteta. Yeah. He's got a little bit irate at the number of times that Shaw's gone through on Saka.
Well, especially, I mean, Ben White, obviously, he does make a foul, but what I'm saying is it's the first foul of any note in the game, and straight away the referee gives a yellow card. Now, if a player's made 3 or 4 consecutive fouls, then surely the topping up process should be a yellow card for that player, or at least a talking to.
Yeah.
Eddie, great pressing, Eddie. Great pressing, Eddie. You know, I can understand the frustration. You know, Saka's about to lay the ball off and maybe turn and get him behind him. It's a foul to stop him from doing that. Arsenal retrieves the ball, Saliba into Odegaard.
Well done.
Party out to Zinchenko. Zinchenko just runs away from Anthony. just run away from Anthony like he wasn't even there. And Nketiah wide on Arsenal's left. Zinchenko takes over from Partey. Into Xhaka. Out to Ben White. Brilliantly worked, Arsenal. Brilliantly worked. Over to Saka on the right. Ben White's kind of in his way. And a corner is given. Yeah, confirmation. Mikel Arteta received the yellow card.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal with the corner. Saka preparing to take it. Oh, it's gone right through the box at waist height. Cleared by Man United. Headed back by Zinchenko. And Arsenal retain possession. Great little ball into Eddie there. Great movement by Eddie. Unlucky. Oh, well tackled back, Eddie. Brilliant. All those Eddie haters. The work this guy's getting through in the team. Tackling back, holding the ball up.
He's definitely coming into his own, isn't he?
100%, mate.
Is that not? Look, handball, isn't it?
It did look handball. Obviously, you would have said.
Yeah.
It's a handball. 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 It's because he keeps coming out of his
Technical area.
technical area.
He's still not in his technical area. Look, he's still walking along the touchline.
He's asking for trouble.
He is. That's what I'm saying. He's got to behave himself.
Up at the stands
Yeah,
on the
it's a
mobile.
big game, but it's not worth getting red carded for. Just calm yourselves down.
Another little foul on Eddie there
Yeah.
by Martinez, the headbanded warrior. All 5'2" of him.
Great tackle, Eddie.
And the game's proper settled down now.
It's very settled to us.
Zinchenko on the ball, just doing Zinchenko stuff in the middle of the pitch. Well played, Arsenal. Ben White coming down the right now. Oh, Ben White! What is that? That is the worst pass I've ever seen in my life in any game of football.
What?
Ben White is the worst pass I've ever seen in any game of football ever. And here come Man United. It's swung in and it's headed out for a throw. Yeah, around the 38, 45 minute, 42nd minute mark, you're going to see it if you haven't seen it already.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what was on his mind, who he was looking at, but he knocked it 5 yards straight to a Man United player.
I'm about to see it, I think.
Oh my god. What is it? He just had a brain fart. You know when you forget you're playing in red. I mean, we've all done that sort of stupid thing. Dad, what I do.
Go on, Granite. Is he stuck, Gary? I think he's stuck. So I'll pick up the commentary. We're a little bit behind, but Man United have got a throw on the left-hand side, on their left-hand side, our right. Ericsson in the middle of the park. Plenty of numbers up top Man United have got, but they're now back to the halfway line. They got numbers up, but they just can't find a pass at the moment because Arsenal have got a very good shape. You back, Gary?
I'm back 41 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, minute and 10 ahead of me.
Man United on the attack. Arsenal, no, it's gone again. What's going on with this internet? I'm back.
Yeah. So at the moment, Man United on mine, they're just enjoying a bit of play, but they're not getting anywhere. There's no penetration. Anthony crosses it in straight into the hands of Ben.
Arsenal.
Oh, easy, Thomas. It's not your usual type pass.
I think Partey's had a bit of a stinker, to be honest.
Yeah, so far.
Rashford definitely looks lively down that right and down our left. Sorry, down their left, our right. But Ben White has not done too badly. Obviously, he's got his goal, but since then he's had nothing. With a few minutes left of the half, Man United happily look like they They're happy to just keep possession, eat up the clock. I mean, for them, I guess coming here and getting away with a draw would do.
They'd be happy with that.
But to be honest, I mean, listen, as long as we don't lose this game, I'm happy to take a point from
Yeah.
these lot.
Yeah.
You know, we still got a game in hand over City. We got Everton and Brentford up next in the league, and you've got to look at that as 6 points.
Yeah.
You know, then we've got
Brentford's
the
gonna be a
game
bit-
against City.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brentford at home, you've got to look at that as 3 points, isn't you? And 3 points away at Everton. You know, so if we win our game in hand, we get a point here. We go through
Yeah.
6 points ahead of them, and we've got to play them. We've got to play them twice. We only need to take a point off of them.
I see their boy out. Ingham, what's his name? Haaland
Haaland.
scored a hat trick today.
Yeah, but did you see the goals?
No.
It was the goalkeeper's got the ball from a pass back. He passed it straight to a Man City player on the edge of the box, and then he just rolled it to Haaland, who put it into an empty net. One was a penalty, and one was a header from 6 yards out.
It's his 4th hat trick now for Man United. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But you know what it is, Tony. Listen, in that team, that Man City team, anyone can score goals because you've got De Bruyne putting it on a sixpence for you. But there's no intricacy in their play. You know,
it's an interesting stat come up on my screen, Gout. Touches in the opposition box. Man United have had 2. Arsenal have had 19.
There you go. I mean, apart from, I know it sounds funny when you say this, but apart from Haaland's hat trick, you know, I didn't see City. As I said, another goal ruled out for offside from Mahrez. A fraction, I think his big toe was offside. But you know, Wolves are not goal scorers, are they? They're not.
True.
They're not going to go and score goals. They're not going to trouble you. Sometimes they're a bit more solid defensively. You know, but you expected Man City to win today. The disappointing result was against the lot from down the road, weren't it? Because obviously 2-0 up at half time. Yeah. And it was just like Conte said to them, guys, what you doing? Don't you realise if we beat these like Arsenal could win the league?
Yeah, but the funny thing is they got them again in a week's time. So I'm kind of thinking I expected Man City to win in their home game. What I don't expect them to do is win in their away game at Spurs.
Yeah, it should be. But I mean, by all the reports coming out today, Conte is leaving Spurs, isn't he?
Is it really?
Yeah, apparently. I've read it a couple of times today. See, Ben White just committed a foul there on Marcus Rashford, and Ben White's on a yellow card. But that's not even a foul. That's not even a foul. If that's a foul, that's a second yellow card. Yeah, all reports that Conte's not going to sign a new contract. Spurs haven't offered him a contract. So it looks like he's going to be leaving.
Okay, that's very interesting.
That'll be in the summer, won't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a dead duck.
Maybe the return of Pochettino.
That's right, specialist in failure, Maurizio Pochettino.
Stop it.
It's true though, isn't it? Well, listen, he went to PSG in a farmer league with the best players in the world in his team, and he won a couple of leagues and whatever they had to win in France, which is not hard.
Yeah,
I could probably do that with my under 11s.
Yeah, true that.
You know, so he's welcome. They're welcome to have their god Pochettino back. He's still got a house in Foster's, isn't he? I know that for a fact. I delivered to his house once.
Oh,
Arsenal on the attack.
You didn't mention the shot from Zinchenko.
You might be in front of me. I haven't seen that yet.
We're at 45.
Yeah, I'm 45-10.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've just seen the shot from Zinchenko just drag wide.
Yeah.
Eddie almost got on the end of that. Funny enough.
That's right. Yeah. Saliba's having a solid game again.
Yeah.
Pass.
See, as soon as Zinchenko took that shot, Nketiah was on the move. As soon as he saw that ball leave his foot, he was on the move.
very much alive. Oh,
No, get out of it.
Half time, 1-1.
okay.
Look at that. Our defenders love a little bit of close parking at the back. Passing at the back, don't they?
They do,
I
yeah.
think they've got the record for the most amount of.
Well, every
Pass.
game, Saliba and Gabriel always normally have the highest pass rate in terms of number of passes. So between them, they do a lot of work on their passing. Wow, that was a pass and a half from Martinelli.
Sit.
Saka's got to do better there than shooting into the man. And he's done it again, twice. Oh, no left foot party. That looked like a first timer, wasn't it? Bang. And he shot for the third time.
He should have done better with that.
Yeah. A little jink around the sliding shore, and he would have been perhaps one-on-one with the goalkeeper. A nice little bit of action at the end of the half there to finish off the first half. Yeah, it's been an interesting first half. Very, very interesting. I'm here by, I'm joined by my good friend, George Stavru. I don't know if Apollo's listening, but Apollo and George and I went to school together.
What? Senior school or nursery?
Yeah. We're friends of 40 years.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Don't give it away, yeah.
sorry.
Was it 1940? Did you say?
Yeah, it was a good half, I thought. Look, this is a very resurgent Man United team. They've been doing good stuff. They turned over Man City, so this was never going to be a walkover. But from what I've seen of the first half, we've done really well. We've played our usual football. We've attacked with intention, but we've had to be wary that this United team, do pose a threat. Scored an early goal and shows that, look, in the past, as many a person has said, we might have rolled over and just been out of this game, but no, we've come back. We showed our resilience and we're back in it. So all to play for. What's your thoughts, Gary?
Yeah, I agree with you exactly. But I think in the past, sometimes we would remember we used to concede, and all of a sudden it would go like we'd have all the play, we'd miss chances. The other team would go down another in 1-0, then it'd go 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. We was already out the game before we'd even recovered from the first goal, and that doesn't happen to Arsenal anymore. It's literally it's like the Invincibles. I remember the Invincibles were like losing. Was it the last game at the Emirates? Was it Leicester?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the last game.
Something. There was a game we was losing. And literally, we was down in the game, and you just see the players. You just see the players where you just believed that they was never going to lose that game. And this is the belief that our players have now. We just believe that we're not going to lose every game. We believe that we're going to score. We're going to win. So we're never out of a game. I think that's been the most impressive thing that Arteta's changed, the mentality of all the players to want to be winners.
Yeah. Bertram, now that it's half time, if you've got a few minutes, I'd love to get your views at half time. So I've dropped the link in. Please jump on, brother. Hope you're well. George, want to give us your...
No, I'm all right.
He's keeping quiet over there.
Come on, George, show us your face. Georgie, show us your face.
You guys have got it covered.
Just one of those situations where you never see George and Tony in the room at the same time, innit? Like Superman and Clark Kent.
It's George Tony and it's Tony George. So Apollo's at the game. He's posted in. He said, credit to Arthur and the home fans. They've stayed strong and equalised moments later after Rashford's goal and kept it heading home from Xhaka's cross. So, big credit, of course, to Granit Xhaka. Perfectly placed cross. Let me update that banner because I haven't done so.
It was a great strike by Rashford, but Partey got done all ends up by him there. Great strike, Ramsdale, no chance.
So, this is the first time, Gaz, we've had a chance to talk about our new signings because we've actually confirmed 2 now in Leandro Trossard and Jacob Kiriok. What's your thoughts, buddy?
I'll go with that. Said, happy with Trossard, to be honest. Can play anywhere across the front three. Proven Premiership quality, which is what we need at this where we are in the season. I've said that before a few times. You know, we need to be signing players that are ready to come into the team and do a job. You know, whereas we're in a position where we've got a chance of winning the league, and to sign a player that's going to take 2 months to get settled in is not going to help our cause. So I'm happy with Trossard. As for the Polish guy, Kiwara, or whatever we're calling him, I'm still going to call him Jacob. Didn't know nothing about him, but obviously, you know, when you sign someone, you go and look at on YouTube, don't you? Look at his clips, and I think it was Apollo was saying this morning. He plays centre back, left back, and defensive midfield, and he looks like he's got a decent left foot, got an eye for a pass. From what I saw of him on YouTube, so it looks like he could be a good addition. And I think you've got to kind of respect what Edu and Arteta are doing. If they sign a player, it's because they truly believe he can help Arsenal and help to achieve what Arsenal want to get to. So, yeah, I'm happy with both of them.
Excellent. So, big shout out to Alex of Cannon Fodder. Guys, if you haven't followed the channel, go look at Alex's channel called Cannon Fodder TV on YouTube for excellent weekly content. He's been doing shows pretty much every day this week because it's been pretty exciting at Arsenal. What with the on-off with Mudryk, and then obviously picking up Trossard some 48 hours later. Hope you're well, Alex. If you do want to jump on, I'll put the link in the chat. Bertram, welcome. How you doing, pal? Have you recovered from your giant? Have you recovered from your Giants losing badly yesterday?
I recovered from the first quarter.
It's that bad, was it?
The game was over after the first quarter, so I had the whole rest of the game to get used to this drubbing that we got. We got totally annihilated. You know, we won last week against Minnesota. We felt good about ourselves, and then today was awful. So
yeah,
I'll move on from the Giants. On today's game, I'm a little bit disappointed about how we're playing. We're better than how we're playing. I know Man Utd came and played better than I expect them to, but we're making mistakes which we don't normally make as much when not pressured. It's one thing to make mistake when you're pressured. Like the Partey pass that led to the goal, he didn't have pressure. He's trying to force the ball. Instead of going over the top, he tried to go through the man to get the ball to White, and then got beaten by Rashford. It was a very good goal, by the way. A very good goal with a lot of pace on it, and Ramsdale couldn't react as quickly as he would like. But just to take a step back overall for the game, a couple of things. One is, as I said, we're not playing as well as we normally used to. Man U's playing decent. We're getting the ball in good positions, but we're not making the good decisions in those dangerous areas. Like much time we have the ball in the box, and we are not making that final pass to make De Gea have to make a save. He hasn't made a ton of saves. And look at the time we have the ball in the box, not only in the box, but deep in the box. Martinelli is having a nightmare, and I've been saying this. And last week, you guys gave him good grades. I gave him a 4 last week. He's having a nightmare. I gave him a 4. I thought he was poor last week.
Yeah, I remember that 4.
He can't make a pass. He can't beat the first man on a corner. Nothing he's doing is coming on. He hasn't beat Wan-Bissaka one time in this game, or even threatened to beat him. In a one-on-one with him isolated, he didn't try to go by him, which is frustrating me. And that's why I think Trossard is going to come on versus Smith-Rowe, by the way. But I do think second half, we just got to settle down and play our game. We're the better team. Settle down, stay wide Martinelli, stay wide Saka. Partey, please play what's in front of you. Don't try to force the ball. And sometimes we have the ball when we're dribbling. Partey one time, Zinchenko one time, go to the top of the 18, and we don't know what we're doing ourselves because the forwards are not giving them enough space to force the defense to make a decision. I'm going to stay wide enough. You either come to me and I play it wide, or I can dribble in on goal. So my hope is that second half will play like the Arsenal been playing like all season. Because even though I think Man U is a better team, probably the best team we've played at home, actually. Not on the road. I think Leeds beat us up on the road, frankly. But they're the best team we played at home. But we should be able to beat them because they're not doing it fun.
I wouldn't agree with you on they beat us up because I thought that game at Old Trafford we were the better team.
No. I didn't say Man U. I said Leeds beat us up.
Oh right, yeah.
Leeds beat us up. No, we were the better team against Man U. I tried to panic after the second goal. That's why we lost that game. Put on about 4 forwards and play them go play defense and all over the place. That was crazy. Against Leeds, we had a difficult game against Leeds.
Yeah, we were lucky not to lose the Leeds game, weren't we?
We should have lost the Leeds game. I mean, it was a difficult game. But I think we just have to play our game. Just play our game. Settle the ball down. Play the ball in the space. Move off the ball. We'll be okay. And by the way, Tony, Xhaka is a monster. Let me say this. He's not watching Xhaka's game. Xhaka's not making a lot of mistakes. And that cross was ridiculous. Xhaka is playing really, really well.
I did say, Bertram, earlier on in the commentary when Tony was doing whatever he was doing and I was just chatting to myself, that I'm not too sure about Martinelli on the wing because he seems to be so indecisive. It's like he doesn't know whether to go past the guy, come inside the guy, go past him and cross it, come inside and shoot. He seems to be so indecisive about the things that he's actually trying to do.
Yeah, that's his game, actually, which is very disappointing. You got to make it. But like Saka hesitates sometimes. But the final decision is always a good decision. I'm going to hold the ball, I'm going to go inside, I'm going to go down the line. Well, you don't go down the line most times. I'm going to go inside, I'm going to park inside the Odegaard, I'm going to go back to White. He's trying to make the defense commit first, then make a decision. I'm not sure what Martinelli's trying to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of times his final pass that he makes, it's a turnover. Goes to the other team. He did about 3 of those today in the first half.
Okay, so I'm going to start looking at my halftime analytics. So just to put some analytical data behind what we've just talked about. So far in this first half, Arsenal have had 11 shots to Man United's 2, of which 2 have been on target. Man United's 2 shots, both were on target. As far as possession is concerned, it's 50-50 each.
Wow.
As far as pass success percentage-wise is concerned, this is unusual stat because normally we have a better accuracy pass rating than the opposition. This time we don't. We're at 79%, and Man United are at 82%. Drilled down a little bit further into that. The best pass percentages are Granit Xhaka at 92%, Bruno Fernandes at 92%, Zinchenko 89%, Gabriel Magalhaes 89%, Scott McTominay 89%. Who's giving it away? Christian Eriksen 67%, Martinelli 68%, Saka 68%. I guess we're getting marked down as well overall because Ramsdale's pass accuracy is right down at 58%, whereas David De Gea in the other goal is at 74%.
You know why though, right? Because Ramsdale's trying to go deep.
Yeah.
And most times, De Gea is either going wide or going inside. He's not going as long as we are going.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we got the first goal, frankly.
So in terms of shots, Martin Odegaard's had 1, Zinchenko's had 1, Partey's had 1, Bukayo Saka's had 3, 1 on target, Eddie Nketiah's had 2, 1 on target, which was a goal. Gabriel Martinelli has had 3. Most key passes, interestingly, is Granit Xhaka with 3. Which is interesting because normally that's led by
Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, he's not having a day at the office, frankly.
Who's only had 1 so far. So
yeah,
clearly,
I agree with Bertram. I think we was quite poor with our ball passing in the second half. Tomiyasu's coming on.
For Ben White. That's a great change.
Yeah.
I was going to say that before second half. I'm very concerned about Ben White against Rashford because another yellow card, bad tackle stretch, and something happened. So hope it's for Ben White. I think that'd be a good change if that's the case. Because he has a bit more speed than Ben White.
It is Ben White. Yeah, Tomiyasu for Ben White.
Yeah, I think that's a good change. That yellow card is put us in danger. Actually,
Yeah, that's good management. That is because obviously Ben White was on the yellow card and he committed a foul, which I didn't even think was a foul late in the second half. And another one, I think the ref would have hesitated to send him off.
All right, I'm gonna drop, guys. I'll come back after the game.
All right, Ben. Bertram, have a good second half.
All right, thanks. Yeah, I hope so.
Game's just about to get underway. Big Eddie about to kick off. And here we go. Back to Ramsdale. Good diagonal from what the hell was that, Martin Odegaard? So the kickoff from Ramsdale, it's going straight to Saka, and Odegaard seems to, was it Tomiyasu? So Tomiyasu jumps in front of Saka and heads the ball back to where there's not even an Arsenal player. Very strange. That was almost as worse as Ben White's pass in the first half. I'm hearing from my son that Ben White was injured.
Okay.
I'm surprised.
And Martinelli gives the ball away. Zinchenko, Anthony running at Zinchenko. Good tackle, Zinchenko.
See, Nenny's not got his kit on today, so he's not playing either.
That was such a silly foul there by Xhaka. Such a silly foul. No need to do that at all. Ball's back with De Gea. Oh, Anthony takes out Zinchenko there. And that's a definite yellow. 100%. Yeah, and there it is.
Bit behind you, Gal. So
Yeah,
keep going.
just 47 minutes just turned. Zinchenko cuts in between him and Fernandes, and it's Anthony chops him down. And you see that Bruno Fernandes like protesting like the innocence there, like it wasn't a foul. He clearly hacked him down. Come on, Martinelli. We need big things from you. Come on. Oh, well done, Thomas Partey. What a run by Thomas Partey that was. Literally, United have broke. Martinelli gives the ball away, and Anthony's going full pelt. And Thomas Partey just came into the picture and speeded straight past Anthony, got to the ball first, which he had no right to do, and Man United now have a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Really and truly, their Partey should have cleared that. He tried to be a bit too clever once he's got to the ball. Or he should have at least cleared it for a throw, not a corner. Arsenal break now. With Eddie. Saka, sorry. Oh, well played, Saka. Now it's Eddie. Oh, well played, Eddie. Brilliant play by Eddie. Arsenal now down the right with Tomiyasu. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard cross to the far post of Martinelli. Oh! Wan-Bissaka just gets up in front of Martinelli to stop him having a free header. Back to Zinchenko, edge of the box. Zinchenko to the byline, the cross. Gabriel Magalhaes. Oh, ref! How's that not a penalty? Are you kidding? That's a show. That's a charge on Gabriel Margalez and the edge of the box. Clearly takes him out, and the referee doesn't even look at it as a penalty. And VAR obviously not getting involved, and Arsenal go again. Zinchenko on the left, cuts inside. Half stop by Rashford. Partey switches it to Tomiyasu.
Tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen Thomas Partey run that fast.
Did you see? He just come from nowhere, didn't he?
he literally
just come from nowhere.
He sped past Gabriel like he was running, like he was treading water.
Or Martinelli to the byline. Oh, first time Martinelli gets any change out of Wan-Bissaka. Drives to the byline. Gets the cross in and it's cleared. I think if you offered both sides the draw now, Arsenal would take it and Man United wouldn't. What do you think, Tom?
I think Arsenal know they need to win this.
Yeah, if they win this.
They know that Man City have won today already because that game was earlier, so they know.
What a ball from Odegaard. What a ball. Come on, Zinchenko. Why are you trying to play the hard ball, bro? Why are you trying to play the hard ball? We're trying to force it too much there. Zinchenko's, he's got the ball. It's 5 versus 5 basically, and he's tried to knock the long crossfield ball when it wasn't really necessary. Oh, good interchange. Odegaard, edge of the box. Oh, put Xhaka through. Oh, Martinez with a brilliant tackle, just denying Granit Xhaka an empty goal to scoring. I don't know what the keeper was doing there. The keeper's got to come out for that, surely. As the keeper left that to his 2 defenders, I will never know. Martinez gets a split second before Xhaka. Corner taken short. It's wasted, Arsenal. A well played Granit Xhaka wins the ball back. Saka on the edge of the box out to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu back to Saka. Go on, Saka. Saka takes him on. Oh! What a goal!
That's it. What
a goal! Saka with an absolute peach! An absolute peach! What a goal! Come on! What a strike! He fed the ball to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu just fed it back to him. He cut inside and with his left foot has unleashed an unstoppable curler into the far corner. What a goal! What a goal!
In the world right now.
Look at that. What's he there? Look. 25 yards out. Oh my God. What a strike. De Gea, no chance. No chance. Oh, straight inside the far post. What a goal. Now let's see what Man United have got, shall we?
Nice copy of Mark Rashford's.
I see his little cheeky celebration there, Tone. Copy of Marcus Rashford's celebration. Oh, he scored in his last 3 games versus Man United, Bukayo Saka. Oh, well played, Thomas Partey. See, now we're looking like Arsenal. We're looking like how we normally play, calm, cool on the ball. And then I say that, and Odegaard over hits a pass to Martinelli. Throw Man United deep in their own half. Arteta's still very animated on the sideline.
Oh, sweet. Oh,
You just seen the goal.
yeah.
Man United on the attack. Oh, Rashford done Tomiyasu. Rashford still going. Great save, Aaron Ramsdale.
Apollo's put masterful. That was top drawer of the highest class.
Unbelievable strike.
Bertram said that's another 50k to the contract.
Give him it. Give him whatever this guy wants, man.
Just give him it, yeah. That is
just give him it. Whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants, just give him it.
Because you know that he's going to go on that pitch. He's going to cross that line, and he's going to give his all. Every game, he's going to make things happen. He's going to score. He's going to assist. Give him whatever he wants. That's the kind of guy you give 350 grand a week to.
Yeah.
Not these lurchers like Aubameyang. Oh, I hurt my neck celebrating there, man. That was a special goal, man.
That was. That's a beauty.
Oh, well done, Tomiyasu. Rashford spin off in behind there, but good header from Tomiyasu. And Arsenal have a throw-in just on the edge, in line with their own 18-yard area. And that important save on Ramsdale here, because Rashford, he's got in. He's done 3 of them there, Rashford, and it took a deflection off Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great save by Ramsdale.
You know what the funny thing is? I think it was about 2 years ago when Rashford was really... He seemed to be unhappy at United. And we were being linked potentially. And I thought to myself, I'd have him. I would have had him then.
I think it was a difficult... He come on the scene, didn't he? He was on fire, scored goals. Yeah. Remember, he scored 2 against us. And all of a sudden, he looked like he wasn't really going anywhere.
Yeah.
He looked like
kind of had a down season. And it was at that point where you were like, is he now just, has it all just come back too much for him?
Yeah. But did you think that you saw enough?
At that point, I would have taken a gamble on him because I thought he was good enough. And obviously, he's had a good year now where he's been very effective.
Oh, well, come on, Arsenal. Zinchenko into Partey. Oh, come on, we're losing this fight here, Arsenal, man. What's going on? Man United on the attack.
Is it Rob Holding time?
Well, the game just seems to be too open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, but that just reflects to me the first
half Man
because, look, this is a Man United team that's capable of opening up a team. They've got the players.
We're pressing forward, and then when the ball breaks, there's people in behind where Partey would normally be.
Yeah.
So we're getting too far advanced before we've actually got the ball in a forward area.
Yeah. I must say, I'm very much impressed so far with what Ten Hag's done at United. Because every time I've seen
the Man United corner coming in now,
they've set up.
2-2. Leandro Martinez has scored the looping header. 2-2. Corner come in. I think it was Ramsdale has fluffed the punch. It's dropped to the edge of the 6-yard box, and Martinez has just a little looping header, and it's looped into the goal. What a terrible goal to give away. The smallest man on the pitch. No wonder he headed it. It was so low when he headed it. But Ramsdale now, he's come to punch it and he's fluffed it. Just watching it again now. Corner comes in. Yeah, he's fluffed his punch and it's a diving diving, looping header from Martinez. It was Tomiyasu that was in front of the keeper. I think Tomiyasu literally heads that clear. Or Ramsdale could have even caught that, to be honest. And the looping header, and it's Gabriel Marga heads on the goal line that just can't keep it out. Shocking. But what a bad goal to give away. You know, last week Ramsdale was exceptional, weren't he? Come and caught everything. But maybe he should be catching that. He should be screaming keepers, and he should be catching that. That's a terrible goal to give away. That's his first goal for Man United as well.
I
always thought Timothy's goal free.
Yeah.
Plenty of time left.
It was all Ramsdale, called it, and Bertram trying to hold the ball.
It was. No, he didn't. He didn't. I don't think he tried to hold it up. He could have caught that quite easily. If he shouts keepers, Tomiyasu gets out of the way. I think he's tried to punch it and he's flapped it and knocked it down. Still, to be honest, listen, you know, the kid's made a mistake, but he hasn't made many this year, has he? And against Tottenham last week, he almost single-handedly won us the game with 7 saves that he made. So, you know, you've rough with the smooth, innit? Oh, Ramsdale, what are you doing, Ramsdale?
He's shaking now.
So I said, after that goal by Saka, to give away a goal like that is disgraceful, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Man United back on the attack. See, they're just cutting through our lines far too easy there. Oh, and it's played in behind Weghorst, I think. And Tomiyasu, come on, what are you doing, Tomiyasu? No fouls now. Tomiyasu just give it away to Rashford. Partey comes out of nowhere, gets in the way, and lucky enough, it just breaks for Arsenal. And Man United, no, free kick Arsenal, centre of the pitch.
He should have called Tomiyasu because Tomiyasu's in front of him, but obviously, so yeah, it's a bit of a howler. So game back on again.
Arsenal on the edge of the box was Zinchenko. Down to Martinelli. Oh! Odegaard shot blocked. Thomas Partey doesn't even look like he's running. Rashford's in behind on the edge of the Arsenal box now. Rashford against Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu wins the ball. Or Saliba, I think it was. I really need to get my glasses sorted, man. Back to Martinelli running at Wan-Bissaka. Partey looks spent. Partey looks spent. Arsenal on the right now. Here comes Saka again. Luke Shaw backed him up into the box. Oh! And Eddie just has a shot deflected wide by Martinez. I think that was certain to be 3-2. And Martinez not got in the way there. Saka, Luke Shaw's scared. Luke Shaw's just backing up, letting Saka do what he wants. And yet,
he's on a yellow, isn't he? No, he's not.
Yeah, that would have definitely been in 3-2. It's Varane, just gets across and gets a foot on it, and Ketia, he would have rolled that in 3-2. Oh, it's a goal kick. So United's tactic now is just the long ball for Rashford to run onto. That's it.
Who did Vegos come on for? I didn't even notice.
He's been on from the start, mate.
Is he?
Yeah, he's been on from the start.
Can't even say I noticed him.
Yeah, he's been on from the start. When he was in Germany, I didn't think he would have been a bad buy for us, to be honest, to replace Giroud. I think sometimes you need that kind of big target man.
Yeah, but having said that, the fact that it's got to 62 minutes and I'm only just noticing him, it tells you that
Point taken. Point taken. Arsenal building up nicely from the back here. Party out to Martinelli. Martinelli versus Wan-Bissaka. Play back in to Gabriel. Gabriel to Zinchenko. Xhaka's free on the edge of the box. Oh my God. Shot was blocked. I mean, Xhaka's played through there and he's literally just on the edge of the 6-yard area. Surely he's just got to release it first time. Bad touch and he doesn't do anything. And he breaks to Odegaard. And again, it's a blocked shot and it's a nice Arsenal corner.
Come on, Arsenal.
Terrible corner. And it's headed by Gabriel. Way off target.
Is it a Martinelli corner?
Yeah, Martinelli corner. It come down with snow on it. Christian Eriksen blocked the shot.
Is it time for Trossard time?
I think it's time to replace Martinelli with either Smith Rowe or Trossard. Man United playing it around their own box. Arsenal pressing hard. Still back with De Gea. Luke Shaw back to De Gea. And eventually he just whacks it clear up to Weghorst, who's beaten in the air by Gabriel. Arsenal have it back with Odegaard. Odegaard to Partey. Back to Odegaard. Back to Partey. And it's back with Saliba.
Nice.
And now it's back with Gabriel.
I don't know what Martinelli seems to have a fear of Wan-Bissaka. It is very lively.
Oh, come on, Arsenal. You can't be caught like that. Can't be caught like that. That's impossible to be caught like that. That's freaking schoolboy error. So Partey gives away a free kick. While he's standing in front of the ball, Eriksen picks up the ball and takes the free kick quickly, and Arsenal get caught down their right-hand side. It's a throw into Man United. And they're bringing on Fred. Well, from Arsenal, the press has gone now. The players are looking jaded. I mean, don't forget these players really have played the last 4 or 5 games, all told, didn't they? Go on, Eddie. Ball breaks to Nketiah. Nketiah to Saka. Again, Luke Shaw's just backing up. He's been taken out, ref. He's been taken out. So Saka gets taken out. He lays the ball to Tomiyasu on the overlap. He breaks into the box and he gets taken out. And again, nothing's given. Where's VAR? Why are they not looking at this?
Some nice interplay with Arsenal up front now, with the Odegaard shot finishing it off.
Yeah, Arsenal just got the ball at the back now, passing it around. United not looking to engage. Arsenal can play at will. It's out to Saka. Saka. Oh! He's just put one past the post. He cuts in, and it must have taken a slight deflection because a corner given, but he's almost made it 3-2 with exactly the same effort that he did before. And he's hit the post. He's hit the post, hit the outside of the post, and it's gone wide.
He's desperate to win this, ain't he?
Just clipped off of Ericsson, otherwise that was 3-2. They're bringing Anthony off, and they're bringing Fred on. So 70 minutes gone. Arsenal corner. Martinelli takes it. Again, it's to the far post. And Man United hack it clear. And it's with Ramsdale just inside our Arsenal half. Great knock, Ramsdale. Great knock to Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli. Oh, why aren't you taking the touch, Martinelli? That's a penalty all day long if you take the touch. Martinelli breaks into the box, and as the United defenders come to him, he tries to shoot, allowing the United defender to block. He's got to take the touch there and go around him. He's going to get clattered. It's going to be a penalty. Arsenal have it with Tomiyasu, right side of the Man United box. Back with Saka. Back with Martinelli. Or Martin Odegaard, sorry, my son just corrected me. Somehow Zinchenko's over there on the right side. Tomiyasu to the byline. The cross is in. Headed clear. Arsenal pick it up halfway inside the Man United half.
I've just seen the Saka effort that hits the post. Getting replays of that. It's very close again. It looks like anytime he cuts in, he's fronted by Christian Eriksen. And if I'm not mistaken, oh no, it's Anthony for Derby for Fred. I think they're looking at saying, like, let's stop the midfield cogs with Fred, because Fred's a stopper, isn't he?
Yeah, that's but it's all Arsenal at the moment. Arsenal are dominating. Whether we can get that third goal or not, who knows? Last 10 minutes, Arsenal have had 75% of the possession.
What a ball.
Well played, Tomiyasu. Again, hack clear by Man United. Saliba brings it down. Halfway inside the Arsenal half. To Xhaka. Arsenal just slowing it down now. Good ball. Oh, bad touch from Eddie there. And Eddie concedes the foul. The first time today that Eddie's control has let him down there. And that's the Polish guy that, yeah, they're just showing Kimi in the crowd.
Mhm.
Well, 75 minutes, Trossard's warming up. See, once again, I think Arteta's very lax with his substitutions, isn't he?
He knows this unit know each other. They know each other's moves. You know, I think he's hesitant to change up that winning formula.
Yeah, but, you know, then, like I said, we've had 4 or 5 games now where he's played with the same 11, 95 minutes. You know, it just needs freshening up. You know, around the 65-minute mark, it just needs freshening up. You know, you can't keep expecting these players to run for 95 minutes every game.
Yeah.
You know, Thomas Partey's looking jaded. Nketiah's looking jaded.
Yeah, which is why it's been documented so much about the need for extra bodies in the January transfer window.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. No, what are you doing, Zinchenko? Oh, my God. I'm going to have a kitten in a minute.
What's happening? Talk to us, Gal.
So, Arsenal, Man United break. Arsenal comfortably win the ball back. They're trying to play a little bit too fancy edge of the area. Zinchenko tries to do a little Cruyff turn back inside. The ball's nicked. It rolls free. Arsenal again have a chance to clear it. They don't. It rolls to Eriksen in the box. Someone else comes in and tries to clear it. And in the end, we're lucky to get away with it.
Mm.
You're going to see it around 75th, and towards the end of the 75th minute.
Okay.
But that could have quite easily been 3-2 United there. We've given away a stupid goal. Ramsdale goes long. Do you know what? I've never seen Partey lose so many battles as he has today. And as I'm saying that, Partey strides forward into the area. Oh, why have you tried to pass that? And now United break at the other end. And it's Rashford. Oh, has he been taken out there? Well, Rashford gets the better of Tomiyasu. Ramsdale comes out to the edge of the area to meet him. It looks like a foul. Rashford goes to the ground. The ball breaks to Tomiyasu, who clears it. And Arsenal have possession just inside the Man United half.
That's Stephen Claren, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know he was back at Man United.
Kissed.
He got the job for his Dutch accent, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, remember that.
He got the job for his Dutch accent. That's it. And Martinelli has a shot blocked by Martinez. And that shot was goal bound as well.
So at 78 minutes, which you're probably at, I do think now
78-10 I'm at.
I think now you've got to freshen up. I think you know, get some fresh legs on.
Saka with the corner. Falls to Zinchenko, edge of the box. Zinchenko out to Eddie. Oh, so close to being a penalty. I think it was Wan-Bissaka just about got the tackle right. Arsenal again now with Saka over on the right-hand side. Saka to Odegaard to Zinchenko. Zinchenko, man, play the simple balls. To Martinelli.
Just saw the wipeout that you were talking about.
Yeah, the tackle. You looked like it was a penalty. Then he just got the Wan-Bissaka again with the tackle on Martinelli. It was showing it again now. Eddie drives into the box. See, if he doesn't try to cross that, if he tries to take that other touch, he's going to get pulled down. Martinelli with the corner now. De Gea with the punch. Kicked in. Oh, Eddie, why are you trying to hit that Xhaka? Party. Oh, it's a big scramble and United hack it clear again. Picked up by Saliba. Oh, brilliant play. Come on, Odegaard. And again, it's cleared up. And what is De Gea doing there? Oh, my God. The ball, De Gea was under no pressure. And instead of just catching it, simple ball looped up in the air, he punches it. Arsenal still on the attack. And again, Man United have hacked it clear. Zinchenko recovers. And Arsenal go again. Martinelli, good turn on the edge of the box.
Good tackle. So calm, Saliba, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a crossfield pass. Well done, Bukayo Saka, I believe that was. Zinchenko just takes the ball. What? Oh, head injury. Bruno Fernandes pretending to be hurt. Trossard coming on for Martinelli.
That's good. That's a good swap.
Oh my God, it's not even. That's not. Ain't even hit his head. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of nonsense is that? From Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, knocking on that door, innit? Jeez.
Yeah, it's just again, it's just
Good.
the final ball, innit? It's just the final ball.
I've got to give credit to United. They're defending for life.
Yeah, they're just showing that incident again with Ramsdale. No way.
Oh,
Did he just catch him there?
what was that?
Did he just catch him there with the foot? You know, because he stuck out his back foot as the ball went past him there.
They're defending everything. Oh, they've got everybody behind the ball, didn't they? Yeah. United have got everybody behind the ball.
Luke Shaw takes out Bukayo Saka again. And he's finally got his yellow card. 82 minutes to give him a yellow card for 5 fouls on Bukayo Saka. And that was probably the softest of the lot. This is the last game where yellow cards count, isn't it?
They go back to they reset, do they?
Goes to 10, doesn't it?
Okay.
From 5 to 10. So
Yeah,
if Saka and that don't get booked, they're fine.
Yeah. Good intel there, Gal.
Odegaard with the free kick. United high line just outside their 18-yard line. Don't turn that off. In comes the free kick. It's a smash scramble. Oh, what a save from De Gea! Point blank from Eddie. Free kick come in. There was a mass scramble. It broke to Eddie Nketiah, who just turns, swivels, and smashes the shot low to De Gea's left. And somehow he gets down and he saves it.
he just fell over, didn't he? There.
Well, if you're showing that, it was he just fell over.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? He just fell over. Could have gone badly wrong.
Arsenal on the box again. Arsenal in the box again. Oh, good tackle. United are just prepared to hack this ball clear. I noticed that Saliba hasn't been upfield for anything. So obviously they want Saliba back for the pace of Rashford.
Yeah. Just seen the sure yellow card on Saka.
Last 15 minutes, 5 shots, 1 on target. Arsenal have had. Oh, that's a great ball knock. Come on, there's a great ball knocked in there, and it shouldn't get to their right back for him to clear it without an Arsenal player arriving just to smash it into a net. Trossard with the corner. He looks scared, to be honest.
It's a big team now.
He's headed up in the air. Come on, what's that, man? That's the stupidest header. Oh, De Gea's pretending to be hurt from Eddie and Nketiah there. Oh, De Gea, big 6'6" David De Gea has been taken out by Eddie. My God, that's embarrassing, man. Big 6'6" David De Gea. As Eddie, he's tried to run past Eddie to take a quick goal kick or throw, and Eddie's just touched his arm. Not enough to bring him down, and he's fallen down.
Wow,
like some snipers in the crowd. Yeah, it just breaks clear. And Eddie just turns and swivels. United on the break. Corner. Shot deflected from Christian Eriksen just wide of the near post by Gabriel. But Gabriel was a bit slow to get across there. Be gutting to lose this now, I'll tell you.
It's been an entertaining game, I'll give you that.
Well, it's been a very good game. It's nice when both sides are trying to actually win a game of football, you know?
Yeah.
And it's an important game for both teams. So there's a lot at stake. Oh, ref! Eddie is taking... Now, how's that not a yellow card? Wan-Bissaka has cleaned out Bukayo Saka. So the ball breaks. Saka gets there first. He's knocked it past Wan-Bissaka, whose foot's high, catches him. And Saka was going to be in a foot race now with Christian Eriksen.
Which he wins easy.
And it's not even a yellow card. Not even a yellow card.
De Gea falling over to Eddie Nketiah. That is so embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
Well done, Saliba. Saliba steps in there. Trossard races down the pitch. Gives it to Eddie. Eddie to Granit. Switched over to Tomiyasu. It's out to Bukayo Saka. Cuts inside Luke Shaw with ease. And Arsenal press forces Man United into a mistake, and we have a throw deep in their half. Balls back with Gabriel, with Saliba.
It's one of them now.
Arsenal switch it. Arsenal switch it. Go on, Trossard. Trossard into the box. He puts it to Zinchenko. Oh, shit!
Please, come on now.
So the ball gets played to Zinchenko. He gets to the byline. He cuts it back. Someone has a shot. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Odegaard. And as the shot goes in, Eddie's just standing there and he flicks it into the net. Let's hope it's onside. Let's hope it's onside.
Oh, come on, let's go.
Well, they're celebrating. It doesn't even
They're
look.
celebrating now. They can't.
Well, they're celebrating, and it's been a good 10 seconds. I would have shown it again. Trossard. Yeah, Zinchenko's onside there, or is he? Yeah, Eddie's definitely onside. It all depends whether Zinchenko's onside. They're looking at Eddie, but Eddie's definitely onside because of Wan-Bissaka. Eddie's definitely onside because of Wan-Bissaka. 100% Eddie is onside because of Wan-Bissaka. It's not even close. Shut up, man. Give the goal. Shut up. Give the goal, man. It's not even close. Come on. Wasting valuable time here. Don't give them more chance to score another goal. It's onside. You don't even need a camera to see that, for God's sake. Wan-Bissaka's 5 yards behind Eddie. And it's a lovely backheel finish because the ball he was nowhere near it. He's just reached up a leg and he just touched it off the back of his heel. And the goal's given. Come on!
Yes!
Zinchenko's going mad. He's going to have a letter from the FA tomorrow morning about over-celebrating. You know, the FA are writing the letter as we speak now. You know, this is the second time you've over-celebrated, Alexander. If you do it again, you'll be banned for 7 games. It's a lovely flick. The ball was probably going in, but Eddie, he just raised the leg and it just come off his shin, side of his shin, and it's gone into the net.
Zinchenko.
That'll do.
We'll have that all day.
I think they didn't take. I think if they take the VAR back a little bit further, I think Zinchenko may have been offside. And the ball's with Ramsdale, who's shepherding it to the line before he picks it up. I didn't see how long was added on.
Oh, it's a beautiful
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Come on, Arsenal.
Who? They brought on Garnacho for Varane. Ramsdale, what are you doing? Eddie's up well.
I'm gonna never look at. Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's on.
You see? Yeah, I think you're right, Gal. If they had taken Zinchenko, there might have been something in it. But under no circumstances is Eddie off. There's
Yeah,
no
they
way.
took so long to watch Eddie. Wan-Bissaka's clearly 5 yards behind him. Wasn't even close. I can't even. I haven't got no glasses on, so I can see that from here.
Yeah, it's miles away.
And it's holding time. Holding for Odegaard.
3 minutes added on.
If we hold on to this, this is a big statement that we made here.
It's massive.
Big statement here. Martin Odegaard hasn't had the greatest game, but he's done enough. And sometimes you ain't gonna play 10 out of 10 every game, are you? You know, but what's important is other players step up when other players are having an off day. And we've had that today with Saka and Eddie. The ball's back with De Gea. He's gonna launch it long. And Gabriel's there. Bad header, though. Bad header. United pump it back in. Zinchenko's up well. Xhaka's got the ball. Back to Zinchenko. And Zinchenko hammers it cross-field to Luke Shaw, who's pressed by Saka.
So that go down as an Odegaard assist.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. Great header. Oh, well played, Mr. Trossard. Go on, Mr. Trossard. Yes, well, good ball carry from Leandro Trossard there. And Eddie goes to the post. Eddie goes to the corner flag. He barges off Fred. Granit Xhaka bursts into the box. Trossard's in the way. Trossard still going. Oh, well played, Trossard. Brilliant. Brilliant from Trossard. Eddie's got the ball, and Eddie goes back to the corner flag. Yes, well played, Eddie.
Oh, mate. What a great day this is going to be.
And United hump it clear.
Out.
Saliba, he just pumps it back up into the air. And there's the full-time whistle. Whoa. Yes! Come on!
Yes,
what
sir.
a big win! Freaking massive! Come on, the Arsenal!
Come on! You beauties.
Eddie's down on the pitch, but what a performance from that young man. 2 goals. Lokonga's on the pitch to grab him and celebrate. Everyone's gone to Eddie. Odegaard's come back on the pitch, straight to Eddie. What a performance that was. Matt Turner, straight to Eddie.
Excellent.
And do you know what? In that last couple of minutes there, when Trossard picked up the ball, his experience showed. His experience showed. He held on to the ball. He used the ball well, and that showed. That's important signing Trossard's going to be. You know that.
Yeah,
he's got the experience. He's 28.
Massive.
And in that little cameo there, that little 8 minutes, he's picked up the ball 2 or 3 times, and he's drove with it. He's held on to it. He's used it well. He's used it intelligently. So that's going to be a big signing.
Yeah.
But
news coming in from Apollo that apparently Reece Nelson is a week away.
Yeah, he said that last week. Reece Nelson a week away. Jesus probably
Apollo,
3 or 4 weeks away.
Met up with Reece at the stadium today. Nice, Xhaka. Nice, Xhaka. Nice, Trossard. Yes, very nice.
Make sure you put all that stuff away. Back to 5 points with a game in hand still.
Yes. Yes, sir.
That's the important thing. It was a massive win today.
So, message from Ogaga. Just wanted to give Apollo a massive shout out. When everyone doubted Nketiah, you stood firmly and had faith in him. Salute. Yes, sir. GK in the house. What's up, GK? What a game. My heart was pounding. I'm not sure who this is on the Facebook group. Just going to have a quick check-in.
Yeah, I thought you did the same thing there.
Miss Fiona,
Lockwood.
how are you? Saying such a beautiful game, almost reminiscent of past fixtures versus Man Utd. Amazing resilience from the Gunners. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Fab Too Cool, welcome. Hope you're well, my friend. Massive win today. Massive, absolutely. GK says, Nketiah stepping up. He deserves his praises. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there, mate. Listen, he could have had 4 today in Nketiah. He's forced a brilliant save from De Gea. He's had 1 block just wide and he scored 2. What more do you want from the guy? Yeah. But his hold-up play, I see him give the ball away once today in Nketiah. His hold-up play was strong. His running was strong. His tackling was strong. You know? And that's what it's about. When you've got the players that are having an off day, like Partey had a bit of an off day today. Odegaard had a bit of an off day. Saka was on fire. You know, Martinelli was disappointed again today. Nketiah was on fire. And there's Jesus on the pitch, look, picking Saka up. And then it's brilliant to see the team unity, you know? And at the end of the day,
message from Ian Yearwood. If you get the chance, Ian, sign the waiver on the Facebook so we can see your name. But I've managed to identify it's you. What a game. What a fantastic game. Absolutely. Moses Thompson was always on Nketiah. The guy is a fox. Big name player, Nketiah. GK says he's scoring in games, though. What more can we ask? We need goals. And Jesus out until March. We have a proper backup. Absolutely. Evening, Andy Roach. What's going on, boy?
the thing is, though, Tone, when Jesus comes back, Does he get in the team?
No, you can't.
You can't leave Eddie out.
No.
Maybe Jesus
Because-
can play on the left because we know he can play on the left. He can play on the
Let's
right.
be honest. Eddie right now is the hot hand. And when you've got the hot hand, you keep feeding the hot hand. Yeah?
Exactly.
Don't take the hot hand out. Just keep feeding it. When he gets cold, that's when you place the other player in. But while he's hot, you keep that. Keep feeding it.
Important piece of business done by Arsenal there, because they realised last season that Eddie earned his place, and he showed last season, didn't he, that he could play in this team and he could score goals. You know, he showed that. That's what 9 starts now, is it? It was 7 in 7.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
8 in 7, so 9 in 9.
Brace for Eddie. Wow. I mean,
you know, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I've been an admirer of his from the outs. Remember when he come on against Norwich and scored 2 in the League Cup or the Carling Cup, whatever it was called then. You know, so but I'm glad it's nice to see him do well, because he's one of our own, homegrown, and he's always had that about him. But he's got the chance, and whenever he's had the chance, he's never let us down. Never let us down.
This is just phenomenal. Just having a look through socials to see what people are saying.
So does that put us back to 9 clear of United, is it? Just checking out.
I think we're 11. I think we're 11 clear of United, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're correct, Tony. 11 clear of United.
Yeah.
And Newcastle. 5 clear of City with a game in hand still. Because the funny thing, City was our game in hand, wasn't it? But now we've got another game in hand.
Yeah. Welcome back, Bertram.
Hey, Berts.
GK says 4 goals in 5 starts. That's another, the guy's scoring record this season is phenomenal. He now jumped, if I'm not mistaken, he jumped ahead of Odegaard as our top scorer.
Yep. But he's just showing that if he gets chances, he will score goals.
Yeah.
If he gets the chances, he will hit the back of the net. And unfortunately, before Jesus got injured, he wasn't hitting the back of the net. Or he's bringing other things to the team, like the press, and the desire. He's bringing all this stuff. But ultimately, you want your centre forward to be scoring goals. And Eddie's bringing everything now. He's bringing the press, the running, the hold-up play, and the goals. The full package.
Big up to Andy Roach. Enjoy the rest of your day, young man. Hope you enjoyed that victory, and we'll catch up real soon. Bertram, what you saying, bro?
I didn't enjoy. So everybody knows I'm a big fan of VAR. I didn't enjoy the last goal. So here's what happened. The goal scored, and I'm like, I can't get happy until I get VAR's decision. Because I knew when I watched the whole thing, when I get the score, I knew it was going to be close, frankly, because from where he scored it from. Okay, if you're going to do a little bit back heel so deep, it has to be close. And I didn't jump up or anything. I'm just watching and say, where's VAR? Come on, VAR. Come on, VAR. So I will agree, it does take some of the excitement out. I'm still a VAR supporter, by the way. I like to get things right versus you winning not the right way. But I must admit, I got a little bit perturbed that I couldn't celebrate until I had VAR's decision. And then the celebration was muted because it's in the immediacy of the moment you want to celebrate, not subsequently. So, but look, we're a good team. Let me say this again. This is no fluke. So when you play 20 games and you've lost 1 and you have only drawn a couple, you're a good team. We're a good team. And both goals we gave away today were really uncharacteristic. But no, Ramsdale mistake is normal. There are mistakes we made where the goal translated from, which probably shouldn't occur. Partey's pass wasn't there in the first half. Ramsdale in traffic trying to hold a ball doesn't make sense to me. Goalkeepers are taught, if you're in traffic, because anything may happen, you got to punch the ball. You try to hold the ball, because I know he's pretty confident in his ability, and gave that goal up. But apart from that, did United get a ton of other chances? Tottenham, to me, got more chances last week than they did in this game.
Yeah, 100%.
But they're away from home, right? So you would expect it's a tougher game, but we're really good. And let me make another prediction, because I like to make predictions. I like to be proven wrong. Trossard's going to take Martinelli's game. Trossard with a little cameo, just like you see Mudrick cameo yesterday, showed you, yes, quality. right? On the ball, moving the space, turning, getting away from his man. Martinelli doesn't make good decisions. And even
Yeah,
you may
I agree with
criticize
that.
Xhaka before, because Saka wasn't really scoring a ton of goals. Now he's doing it that this year. He's putting the ball on target. Martinelli doesn't know when to dribble, when to pass. He didn't beat Wan-Bissaka one time today, you know.
No, I can't have that. He beat him once. First time in the second half, he got past him and got to the byline. So give him credit.
Oh, well,
It was
So
once.
maybe I must have missed that. I must have turned my head because I was very frustrated. No, because you know what's happened with Saka. Even though he's not beating Shaw, he's pushing Shaw all the way deep into the box.
Yes, Shaw was scared. Shaw was scared in that.
Yes.
He couldn't handle him.
So then what happens is the players can run off, whether it's Odegaard or Nketiah can run off their man, because they get time to run to space. Nketiah one that went outside. Odegaard had another one. But I do think we're good. This is not by chance. We're really, really good. And I can't just wait to watch us play every week.
Wow. 17 points of 5th place Tottenham with a game in hand still.
Tony, we have 50 points. We have 50 points midway through the season.
That's amazing.
So even if we fall on our face, top 4 to me is guaranteed. The question is, we got to go for the jugular and try to win this.
100%. I think.
Yeah,
I mean, now we've got we're done with United. We're done with Spurs. I'm not worried about Liverpool or Chelsea. When we play them again, we've got 2 against City, so we've got 4 what you would call on paper tough games.
Now we have Newcastle too. They don't give up goals. We have Newcastle. They don't give up goals.
Oh yeah, sorry, Newcastle. So 5 on paper, tough game. Everyone else we've already beat, so I'm expecting us to go and win a majority of our games we have left, and then what happens in them 5 games will determine what goes on. But if we can take 2 points off a City in one of the fixtures, they can't catch us.
Yeah, my concern going forward is that I hope the players appreciate what they have currently, and we don't have contract situation derail what we're trying to put in place, right? Because that happens sometimes. Agents get greedy. Players believe they're worth more than they probably are worth. Negotiations fall down, and you see a situation that materialize, which you don't want to happen. But it's 2 academy graduates that scored all the goals today, which says a lot about the program. They're playing, and Nketiah is telling Jesus, you got to fight for your game when you come. In fact, Jesus, you may not get your game when you come back because I'm scoring goals.
100%. That's right. That's what I said to Tony before you come on.
Yeah. We don't think that Gabriel gets to choose whether he comes in. I mean, as good as he is, it's that hot hand thing. When you have the hot hand, you keep throwing to the hot hand. If you've got a guy catching balls in the deep,
I'm just going to listen to the interview, guys. Saka and Eddie are talking now.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. You can see how much it means to everyone. The only team that's beat us to beat us, so we really wanted to win today in front of our fans.
Saka got man of the match.
Instead of Eddie?
Yeah.
I think he should be called man of the match.
Yeah.
With 2 goals, and Eddie didn't really turn the ball over today, Eddie played really well.
Yeah, we kept pushing and pushing.
He could have scored 3. The one with De Gea save could have been a goal also if he hit it either side.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't easy, I think. It definitely wasn't our best start to a game. But yeah, we showed a lot of character. I'm happy with how we responded, and we got the win there.
And how happy are you having accepted the challenge pretty much to join a elite group of gentlemen, pretty good work, Tier rate to score 3 consecutive times against Manchester United?
Yes, I'm happy I took to the challenge. Hello Freddie, hello Thierry. But, I'm happy.
It's a beautiful goal, but how close are you to getting 2 today?
Oh yeah, I'm so close, but I'm just happy, that first one, and it gave me confidence to keep shooting. I think I had a lot of shots today, so yeah, it's hopefully
Eddie, you're already off the mark, but then you had a couple of half chances. Was it a case of just keeping knocking on the door for you?
Yeah, just being around, you've got guys that be around you, chances are going to fall.
It's great to see how humble they both are, isn't it? They're both humble lads. No airs or graces.
Yeah, just get going. I need that to crowd around and whoever playing will get a chance.
Be honest, how organising was it when to VAR?
You know what? And even B was speaking because I saw Martinez next to me, so I knew I thought I was going to stand. But when you see that purple sleeve up, that feels a bit. I can see you're not sad.
Halfway through the season now, 50 points. This is Arsenal's best ever start to a season. What's the significance of that?
Yes, that's really significant, and it's definitely something we can be proud of. But you know, we have to stay humble at the same time because we have, like you said, we have to and things can change very quickly. But you know, we're playing well. We continue like that. You know, we'll be in a good place at the end of the season. So we just have to keep that up.
What's behind the way you're playing now?
Well, yeah, I think of course, especially the belief we have, you know, especially when we come to the Emirates, the way our fans are supporting us. You know, I say again, we won't win them down. We can see the fans cheering for us. You know, they don't have how much that does for us players. So that's one thing. And yeah, definitely the way the coach is setting us up and the players we brought in, you know, they changed it.
Fantastic stuff, right? You were the player of the match, and you did the almost hand it over, please.
Eddie's like 2 goals, got to give it to you.
Exactly. I think should be Coleman the man. I think Eddie probably should get it. I mean, he scored 2 goals and he played well.
But see there, so first of all, like, big up Bukayo Saka, because he gets asked the question, what's the difference here? What's making you do this? And you know what he says? The first thing that comes out of his mouth, it's the fans in the stadium. The first thing, he could have said a multiple of things, but the first thing he brings out is the fans. Second is the coach and the way they're set up. So kudos to him for saying
he's gonna be a good politician.
Exactly. He's give the right answers, isn't he? He's actually give the right answers. Of all the things he could have said, the first thing to come out of his mouth was the fans in the stadium. They give us belief. They're behind us.
Yeah, I think intellect is his biggest attribute, you know. If you watch how he plays, I think his intellect is his biggest attribute. If you watch how he plays, how he assesses, how he sets up his defender, how he brings people into play, how he moves off the ball, it's his biggest attribute. I used to curse him because he never scored enough goals. And people say he was young, and I'm like, no, he's not young. He's been playing 4 years now. He's a young kid, but not young in football terms.
If you're missing some of the chances he was missing, it doesn't matter whether you're young or old. You shouldn't be missing them chances.
Well, he's gotten stronger, right? I mean, he's very strong on the ball. He's very good when he gets the ball to sit down on the defender and don't get moved out of space, even though he's a small stature. So, no, he's playing really, really well, actually. Every goal he scores, his paycheck goes up. That contract number keeps increasing. They need to lock him down now before the end of the season.
I said to Tony, just give the guy whatever he wants, man. Just give it to him. Whatever he wants, give it to him. Because that's the guy that's going to be the future of this club.
Well, Jesus is making 2 something, right? So he's going to at least make what Jesus is making.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, Jesus to come back too in another month and a half or so, straighten the bench. The team is, we just need a CDM and Reece Nelson also. We need a CDM.
Well, this is the Polish guy, right? You see what Apollo was saying?
I watch him run. He reminds me of Gabriel. Left-footed centre half to me. This is gonna sound derogatory. It's almost like they're handicapped when they run. They're not the most. They're not the most. I told you I'm going to get a knock for this. They're not the most athletic. They're not the most athletic people.
On behalf of the Guna 101.
Yeah, this is not our opinion.
Just made by our co-panelists.
So scrap that.
This is the views of Bertrand Spence only. 101 would like to distance himself.
A 6'4" centre half who is left-footed is going to be a left back. He's not mobile enough. I watch all these things on YouTube, so you don't see him in the game. I don't see him as a left back, actually. I don't see him as a left back.
So, guys, I put a little couple of stats coming up from today's game. Obviously, Eddie Nketiah has now jumped up above Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard to be Arsenal's top scorer with 19 games in which he's only played 9 from the start.
That's the judge, actually. How many did he start? Because being a substitute when you come on for 10 minutes doesn't count to me. And what's his goal per minute? That's the question. What's his goals per minute?
It's right there for you, 143.
Okay.
It's right there.
Which is much better than everyone else.
Look how much better it is than everybody else.
Yeah. It's always going to be that way with him. He's going to get a chance and he's going to say, he could have had 4 today. He's had 1 deflected wide. He forced a great save from De Gea and he scored 2.
You know,
he's a box person. He's in the box. He's in the box constantly.
It's a phenomenal stat.
I can see Apollo crowing now. I know he's gonna be crowing. We won't hear the end of this.
He's going to be in cloud cuckoo land.
Yeah, he should crow about Xhaka too. I'm gonna give him a hard time about that. That's my balance with him.
But a couple of other stats from today's game. Look how we turned this around. It was 50-50 at halftime, and we finished the game at 57.7% possession to their 42. Remember at halftime, I made a statement about how Man United were outpassing Arsenal for accuracy. Well, we turned that completely around in the second half. And
so it may have been 65-35 then, Tony, second half. It's probably 65-35 second half.
So we've got to give credit to Arteta because he made some changes. He obviously said something to the team at halftime, and
what's this?
His best change was changing Ben White, realizing the danger he was running with Rashford.
That's a great substitution, a great point, Bertram. Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently Ben White was injured. He wasn't to do with the other
maybe his feelings is injured, but I believe whether he was injured or not, he should be taken out. Because Rashford is difficult to mark. Even Tommy also had a hard time with Rashford. Rashford wasn't in the game that much second half, but when he got the ball, he looked dangerous.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what United had to resort to, putting it over the top and turning this around for Rashford to run onto, didn't they? That was their tactic. Because that Weghorst, Tony didn't even realise he was playing to the 65th minute. he said, "When did they bring him on?" I said, "He was there from the start."
I really didn't.
He didn't get the service though.
Yeah, but you kind of go, well, you know what? A player doesn't have a contribution in 65 minutes. You're not taking him off.
I know.
He was just a body for them. He was just a body. They're not expecting him to score goals. He hasn't got a great goal scoring record.
I mean,
but you know what? Throughout the whole game, Rashford was their only danger person.
Yeah.
Anthony wasn't existing.
Like on our team, we would have been cursing him out. We'd have been like, "What's the point in keeping him on? Take him off at half time," because he was a complete waste of space on the pitch. United could have had better. But that's the thing. Yeah, but that's the thing, Tony. They haven't got anyone else to play up front. That's why they bought this guy. They've only loaned him. There was no option to buy. It's just a straight loan to the end of the season because they needed a body, and they think this guy's just going to bring something to the team. But I mean, today he was woeful. I mean, he was woeful for Burnley. Which I thought. I remember I said to you, didn't I? I thought he would have been a good player for Arsenal to replace Giroud. And when I see him playing for Burnley, I thought, thank God we didn't sign this guy, man.
Well, the thing about Giroud, he can't run, but he's a brilliant holder player, right? He's a brilliant holder player.
Absolutely.
He can't run.
And we got
athleticism is his problem.
I've been saying it for a few weeks now. Eddie's hold-up game is phenomenal.
No, Eddie's a baller. He's a baller. He's proved what Arteta must have seen in training that we weren't seeing in games. Yeah. He decided to give him the $100,000 contract, and he decided to take the number 14 because he's confident in himself. And he's proving a point.
That's a smart piece of business, right? Smart piece of business. You see it. It saved us how many millions in the transfer market?
Yeah.
To go and sign a striker. I mean, listen, I'm with you, Tone. I would still go and get Victor Osimhen tomorrow.
Yeah. That guy.
I'd go and sign that guy tomorrow.
He's an instant game changer. Go get him. I mean, obviously, right now, Balogun's value has gone through the roof. You've got to take advantage of that situation.
I'm just going to listen to what Luke Shaw's saying.
Yeah, between Balogun, Tavares value is going up too. So we have people out on loan who has increased their value while out on loan, which is good. If you decide to sell them, I don't see Tavares coming back.
No, I'd get rid of Tavares and I'd get rid of Pepe. I wouldn't even bother bringing either of them back.
So this is the news, Bertram, that you've been wanting to hear all day because you're not going to get this very often. But watch this.
Yes, I'll probably agree with the Ben White change. Xhaka had a great... Apollo, are you okay? You must be in that winning euphoria. Apollo. That win got to you today. Wow. You're just recognizing what we've been saying all year, which is Xhaka is a baller. And he's even controlling his temperament. He's managing his temperament. Because when he decides to play football, he doesn't turn the ball over that much. And you know what we do, Tony? We play high risk football. What do I mean by that? We're playing the ball in very tight spaces where the person getting the ball has to be able to receive the ball and do something with it quickly, or else, and we turn over sometime, Partey will turn over sometime, and so does Zinchenko. Why takes a lot of risk, and we're going to get punished sometimes with him. But we play so that when you commit yourself, it's hard for you to get back to us. So we're pulling you in, which sometimes is dangerous, but we want to make sure when you come in and we get by you, that's it. That's why sometimes you see Odegaard turn, or you see Zinchenko turn, or Xhaka turn, they have space behind them because they've sucked the defense in.
Yeah.
So I love how we're playing. We're very confident on the ball. I love how we're playing.
Excellent. Despite saying that Xhaka had a great game, he still only gives him 7.5 out of 10. He gives Zinchenko a 9 out of 10. He gives Eddie a 9.5 out of 10 as well.
No, but Xhaka starts with -2, so he did really well. He did really well. Xhaka doesn't start from 0. We know that. He doesn't start from 0.
I think what's interesting though, Bertram, is when you say that he's controlled his temperament, but when there's an issue on the pitch and someone seems like they're getting bullied, he's the first one there to shut it down.
Yeah, because he's the captain. That's what the captains do. What he normally would do, as you know, is kick out at someone, get some yellow, and then get a red after that. How many red have he gotten this season? None. That we were guaranteed 3 reds a year from him, or 2 reds a year, and a number of yellow. He wasn't in yellow danger, nor in red danger. So, and he's in the midfield, playing hard, playing box to box midfield. Who knew Xhaka could play box to box?
Obviously,
he's playing box to box.
I did.
Yeah, he did actually. No, we were in United, but I wanted to see the stats in the box, Tony, because we were in their box a ton today.
We must have had over 30 touches in their box. Wasn't it 19 in the first half, wasn't it?
We got to have about 60 touches. I would say about 50 touches in their box.
I was going to say 50, but then I thought that would be too high, so that's why I cut it down to 30.
We were in their box a ton.
I mean,
we lived in that box.
There was one point when Saka backed up Luke Shaw and he had about 10 touches on his own in the box, just little touches while he was running forward.
Xhaka, Odegaard, Martinelli has been to go down the line. Even Zinchenko got in the box. Xhaka, we got in the box a lot. I thought Xhaka set the tone with that square that Nketiah scored, which was a very good goal. That gave us some relief and made us feel more comfortable. And we were behind since then. So really good outcome, actually. Very pleased with the game. Very pleased with how we're. The most important thing is how we're playing. We're dominating the ball. United were 50-50 in the first half, but a lot of those touches were in their own half between De Gea, Shaw, their 2 centre halves. It wasn't as if they were progressing the ball in our half in terms of dominating possession. I think we dominated possession much more upfield than they did.
Yeah. I think what impressed me the most was that, like I said to Tony, when you've got the people like Odegaard and Partey that are having a bit of an off day, you need other members of the team to step up and produce a performance. And we got that today with Saka, we got that with Eddie, Zinchenko again. Saliba and Gabriel were strong at the back. You know
the other person you have mentioned, so I didn't say it on purpose, is Martinelli. Everybody's doing well. Eddie doing well. Odegaard wasn't great today, by the way. He was okay. And Partey wasn't great as usual. He made a number of mistakes, especially when he won the ball, progressing the ball upfield with the defense behind him. Partey didn't make the best decisions about how to utilize the ball. He had a decent game. He wasn't great, but Martinelli just not having his last 3 or so games, he has been great.
Yeah, I think that there could be a tinge of tiredness there or whatever, but he just seems to be so indecisive. He doesn't know whether to go on the outside, whether to go back on the inside, whether to shoot, whether to cross, whether to pass. He just seems to be stuck in between 2 or 3 minds as what to do.
Yeah, and he doesn't. When he makes a decision, it's not always the best decision. So that's the difference between him and Saka. When Saka makes a decision, it's normally a good decision, laying the ball off. Sometimes he lays the ball off to the opponent, versus at least make sure he retains possession. So look, it's been Arsenal keep making my weekends very, very good, by the way. I can go to work Monday morning smiling. It's been good. It's been good. Only we lost to United, and even that game I wasn't overly perturbed because I thought we were the better team when we played them at their place. So it's been good. Oh, this is your rating, Tony?
Was that Tony's player ratings? Let me have a look.
Yeah.
So I think one of the important things to say is that there's a system here now. Yeah, the system is what's making us successful, because it means that players cannot just spectate or be not part of the system. Because I know what you've just said about Odegaard not having his usual creative kind of game, his fluency at the top end of the pitch, but he still does important things in the system. Partey, again, didn't have the greatest of games. Some of his passes were astray, whereas he's normally a really high percentage passer. But I've got stats that show, looking at him, his contribution today is phenomenal. He's still got a high work rate in the system.
I remember one ball. You remember the body one where they got behind the defense? He looked quick. He looked quick, actually.
Remember, Gary, I said to you, hang on, was that Thomas Partey? Just run past Gabriel and looked like Usain Bolt.
It's because when I saw it, it was like, all of a sudden, whoa, where did he come from? It was like he was on fast forward and everyone else was just on pause. He just went for that ball.
Yeah, I mean, those 35-year-old legs still have some life in them. Because I know you guys keep talking about he's 29. I don't know what year he's 29. He's about 35.
I think he was born in 1929. That's one of them. The African ones. Like Kanu was only meant to be early 20s when we signed him, but he was at least 44.
No, they managed the ages really well, get them to Europe. But no, Tomiyasu was 8. I don't think he was 8 actually. I thought he made a few mistakes when he came on. He played decent. He kept Rashford quiet enough.
That's actually Apollo's, but I'm going to agree with that. I thought he was effective. And again, this comes down to this playing in a system, doing what you need to do in your individual job on the game. Because again, I'm going to look at the second half and compare it to the first half.
We had 25 shots in. Sorry, Tom. We had 25 shots in that game. Only 5 on target.
And you know the worst thing about that, Gary? We had shots where we're in the box. Most of the shots were not outside the box, Think about it. We don't shoot from outside the box that much. Most of those shots inside the box. That means we got to be more composure. They need more composure.
United had 6 shots, 4 on target. Oh, this graphics lost it. But
Zinchenko.
We had 60. Gary, 63 touches in the box, Gary.
63. Yeah.
Yeah. They had 12. They had 12. We had 63. That's the game right there. 63 touches in your box, and they had 12.
Wow.
So we were more dominant than I probably think we were.
Who wants to do their ratings then?
I'll let Bertram go first.
All right. Leave that up, Tony. I say Ramsdale 5. That goal was, we were on top momentum. He killed us. I'm going to give White a 6. I thought he struggled against Rashford somewhat. Saliba, I don't think he had a ton to do. I'm going to give him a 7.5. In fact, I thought Gabriel had much more to do than Saliba. I'm going to give them both 7.5. I'm going to give Zinchenko an 8. I think he's a brilliant midfielder, even though he's playing wide left. He was playing left back. He's a true midfielder. I'm going to give Partey the same score. Tony gave him a 6.5. I don't think it was his best game, but also the competition also drives how you play. I'm giving Xhaka 8.5. I think Xhaka was brilliant. Odegaard, I'm going to give a 7 also. I'm going to give Saka a 9. I thought Saka had Luke Shaw playing linesman because he wasn't really defending. He was just backing up for the entire game. backing on the way he's backing up too. He wouldn't put a foot in. I'm giving Martinelli a 3. I thought he was poor. Ridiculously poor. Don't know when to pass. Don't know when to shoot. Can't get by his man, even though he has him set up 1-on-1 wide. I'm giving Nketiah a 9.5. 2 goals, hold up play, pressing, run the channel. And I'm going to give Arteta a 9.5 from whether Ben White was injured or not. Must be his feelings hurt, but that's a brilliant change. And he has a great system. Even though the team is easy to pick, given what way we play and who he's playing, I thought our halftime change was the best thing because I was concerned Ben White may have gotten a yellow card. And in terms of substitute, I'm going to give Trossard standard 5, even though I thought he looked good when he came on. And Holding didn't have enough time to get a grade. And I'll give the referee a 5, actually. He had some calls which could have gone against us. So I feel good about that. One with Rashford, even though I don't think Ramsdale really touched him, because Ramsdale seemed to have missed the ball along with Rashford. They didn't want to collide. But those are my score. I know it may seem harsh with Martinelli, but I have much higher expectation. I thought he was a detriment to us today versus an asset. I didn't think he added anything to it today. Yeah, he runs back and tackles sometimes, but the amount of balls he got in the first half versus Saka and did nothing with them, he wasn't a positive.
Yeah, because I did say to Tony that it's funny how we're going more down the left today, and we're against Spurs. It was all Saka working down the right, and then today.
Yeah, but when Saka got it, you think we're going to do something. When Martinelli get it, you're just like, okay, so turn over.
I mean, they just showed the equalising there, and Martinelli's got the ball, and he gets to the byline again, and then instead of crossing it, he cuts it back. He doesn't cut it back either, and then his indecisiveness leads to the corner. But then, but you really wanted to see him get into that byline and smashing the ball across without trying to win the corner,
Well, that cross was a brilliant cross. That cross was brilliant.
Oh, from Saka, yeah. But it was
from Xhaka, yes. No, his movement is great. But I'm saying the way he placed the ball, the defenders had a difficult time getting to the ball. But Eddie's movement was great. Agreed.
See, now I think as a defender, when Wan-Bissaka's watching that ball come over, he can see and he just got to go and head it. But that moment of indecision, that's what let Eddie make the move in and out, bang, in front of him to head it home. So, I mean, I'll do my player ratings. I'm going to give Ramsdale a 6. He looked a bit shaky today. He looked a bit nervous, maybe a bit too pumped up. Made a mistake which led to their second equaliser. Made 1, maybe 2 decent saves. So I'm going to give him a 6. Ben White, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he struggled against Rashford. Picked up a deserved yellow card, really, for quite a bad tackle. Again, I'm with you, Bertrand, whether he was injured or whether it was a tactical substitution. I thought it was a great substitution to bring Tomiyasu on. Saliba and Gabriel, I'm going to give them 8s each. I thought they was both really good today. They didn't give nothing away, and they dealt with that Weghorst pretty well. So I'm going to give them both 8s. Zinchenko, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. Again, he was instrumental in Arsenal's build-up play, possession, but he did give the ball away a couple of times in silly areas. So I'm going to give him an 8. Xhaka, I'm going to give him an 8 also. I thought he was good without really being seen, putting a great cross for the first equaliser. So I'm going to give him, what did I say? An 8.
Yes, you said 8.
Yeah, give him an 8, yeah. So Odegaard, again, I don't think it was his best game, but I don't think you can expect him every week to turn up and give 10 out of 10 performances. He did knock a couple of very good balls first time to switch play either side. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. I don't normally give 0.5s, but I'm going to give him a 7.5. Martinelli, again, very disappointed in a performance where he just doesn't seem to know what he's about to do. And his indecision sometimes costs us in attack. So I'm going to give Martinelli a 5. I'm not as brutal as Bertram. I'm going to give him a 5.
I gave him 3. I didn't give him 0.
It was 4 last week, so it's just going down. So I'm going to give him a 5.
He was worse this week.
Did I miss that Saka, didn't I? Yeah. Saka, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. Every time he gets the ball, you believe and you think something's going to happen. Luke Shaw didn't have a Danny LaRue what to do with him today. He was clueless, absolutely clueless. There was one point where he was just backing him up in the box, and I thought he was a lorry. I was going to wait for that beep, beep, beep vehicle reversing sound to come on. he just literally he ran in ragged, and I'm going to give him a 9. And in Ketia, I'm going to give him a 10. He scored 2 goals. He's brought a great save from De Gea. His running was strong. His hold-up play was strong. His tackling back was strong. So I'm going to give him a 10. I thought it was a brilliant display from him. Arteta gets a 9 for the team, the way he set up the team and the substitution he made. And substitute Trossard is going to get a 6. Decent contributions in the 10 minutes that he played. Carried the ball well, used the ball well, held the ball well. Looks to be a good signing, and the experience maybe that the youngsters or the so-called youngsters need to drag them on. So very pleased with the result.
Nah, good scores. You're generous to Martinelli. By the way, did you guys see Mudryk yesterday? I know we're gonna always talk about Mudryk. I thought his cameo was impressive. By the way, I thought his cameo was very. I just trust it was gonna be good for us. I thought his cameo was impressive yesterday. What I loved about him was his ability to pass in tight areas. So apart from the speed and skill and his quick feet in the box, I thought he was gonna be a good player. Hopefully, we can. He won't be a problem when we play Chelsea next time. Well, it wouldn't be a good look.
Zinchenko was onside tone in that build-up. They just shown it. Zinchenko.
Yeah, that's what they were watching both Zinchenko and Nketiah.
Yeah.
The question is, was the first pass offside, and then was the second one?
Yeah.
I think Wan-Bissaka kept him.
Yeah,
Wan-Bissaka
kept Nketiah onside, and Martinez kept Zinchenko onside.
Yeah, if anything was going to be offside, it was Zinchenko. So that was my slight sort of hesitance in losing it. But yeah, good decisions. Couple of stats, guys. These are interesting when I get this bit off. Here we go. So this is comparing us after 19 games versus the Invincibles.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah. Invincibles drew a lot of games, though.
They did.
12 games.
They conceded less goals than we did. Than this year, did I think.
Had a better defense, that's why.
Yeah, Campbell.
Yeah. So was a monster.
And it's funny, they was after 19 games, the Invincibles were second.
Because probably Man U's always because it's 3 points for a winner. If you don't realize you have 6 draws, that's 2 losses basically.
Yeah.
That's 6. In fact that's more than 2 losses. What am I talking about? 6 draws, that means you lost 12 points. That's 4 losses. That's not good.
Some more stats from today's game. I mean, the touches in the opposition box is just ridiculous.
63 touches.
You're talking about Manchester United here. This is a team that a week ago beat Man City and, passes in the final third. I mean, 100 doubling.
185. Treble, almost doubled United, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is how good our team is right now. Phenomenal.
Look at expected goals. I mean, that's a ridiculous stats. That's
almost 3 goals expected.
Yeah, versus United is 0.33.
So, gents, I mean, my question is now, what do we need to, look, we're in the title race. What do we need to ensure we win it right now? Each of you, tell me what you think we need.
We want to go first. You want to go first, Gary?
Yeah, I can go first. Yeah. I think to win it, I think we need to keep our feet on the ground, which they're showing signs of actually doing. To be lucky with injuries, because obviously if Partey gets injured or Saka gets injured, for a long period of time, they're big players to replace. And I just think we just need to keep doing what we're doing. Worry about us. Forget about City. Forget about any other team. Just go out there and put on our performances, play our game. And I think if we can carry on doing that, I think we could have the title sewn up way before the end of the season. You know, be clever in the transfer market. I said that Trossard looks a good signing, brings experience, brings proven Premier League quality. The Polish guy is a bit of an unknown, but from what the clips I've seen, he looks decent. Can play in numerous positions on the left side of the field. Maybe one more in midfield, maybe. Just to complement Partey in case Partey gets injured. But just basically just keep doing what we're doing. Just worry about ourselves. Don't forget about City. Just concentrate on our own results. And obviously, when we play City, we need a win or a draw against them. Puts us in the pole position. Win our game in hand, 8 points, back to 8 points. Even if they beat us twice, you know, and we win every other game, they still can't overtake us. So yeah, it's in our hands. From this point now, it's in our hands.
Bertram?
3 things: stay healthy, stay healthy, stay healthy. And ancillary to that, get a cover for Partey and beat City once. Don't have to beat them twice. Don't lose points to them. Just beat them once so that you're even out. And we don't have to beat them twice. We're good. Because I don't think if we stay healthy, I can't see us not winning most of our other games. Then the pressure's on them to win all their games because we're 8 points ahead of them.
Now, I'm surprised both of you have missed out the opportunity at this stage to say invest in the team. Because
I said CDM. I said a CDM. Cover Partey. CDM to cover Partey.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
You guys know that El Neni was out today, right?
Yeah, that's why we need a CDM. We need a CDM.
So it was literally a case of El Neni or nothing, because you would have had to put.
Xhaka.
Would you have trusted Lokonga to play there in such a big game?
Nah, he probably would have put Xhaka back, move Odegaard back, and maybe bring in Smith Rowe or somebody.
Yeah, Vieira. Maybe.
Oh, Vieira, yeah. Because he didn't put on Smith Rowe today. He put on Trossard, which is interesting.
Yeah, GK has said a rumor that I don't understand the feasibility, and I've heard a couple of places talking about it, but I don't actually think it's a viable option. Nothing coming out of Real Madrid tells me they're at all interested in loaning out Camavinga. He's a fantastic player, but I just don't think Real Madrid right now, just remembering they're second in the league. Yeah. They also just lost the Super Cup to Barcelona. They're currently struggling to become the Galacticos again. They really are. They're going to lose the Champions League. I can pretty much guarantee it. They're not going to win the Champions League. They're in a big hole at the moment. They've got players on their books that they don't frankly need and don't want. But at the same time, they haven't got a fluid enough system that can put them back at the top of the league. So I don't see Camavinga moving out of there right now.
So Tony, I am never going to say going forward Real Madrid won't win the Champions League. They're probably the worst team in the last 8 last time around, and they won the Champions League. It's etched in their DNA. I mean, they're the worst. They played Chelsea. They were the worst team. They should have got beaten. PSG should have beat them. Man City should have beat them. I mean, there were games where they were that close, and they won all the games. So I would never say they won't win the Champions. And they're better probably now than they were then. So I'm never going to say they'll win Champions League. I will say this, though, that Ancelotti came out and says they have no desire to loan a Camavinga, even though he's liking some posts saying that on some... Because, fans are looking for every little indication or inkling. Fans just wanted to buy players sometimes. Like, fans just want you to buy. I mean, they don't know who the player is. You buy the player, they get excited, right? They just want you to spend some money. So it looks like you're adding to your squad. I do think we need a CDM, though. And not that Nelly is a bad player, per se, but what Partey gives you, going both ways, and then it doesn't give you that same athleticism, that same ability to make penetrative passing, make decisions quicker. He doesn't provide that. And so we need a CDM. And here's this thing, Tony. I want us to win the league. Why? Because I think if we win the league, it's about $200 million in our coffers. Between commercial and Champions League money, it's a lot of money. And not only that, it brings in more fans. You know, there are a lot of bandwagonists out there. It brings in more fans. There's more revenues. There are players who then want to come play for you because you're the champion. You have a great team. It's a young team. So if you're Billingham looking at all these teams, would you want to go to City with all these players and all that when we beat them to the title and we have a young team with a number of British players who you're familiar with from the under 21 or whatever you played? You may think about, are you a Rice? You want to stay in London? You may think about want to stay in London and play for Arsenal versus go to City or Liverpool. So winning does add a lot of value to your team, apart from the fact that we all get happy that we won the title. There's a lot of commercial value to it and other elements that talks about why I would want to be affiliated with Arsenal. I hope we win. I mean, we came in. What am I funny about Facebook user? It must be G, by the way. Gotta be G. So we came into the season when we somehow lost out on Champions League place when we started hiding in our grasp. But when I said this before like a number of times, when I saw us play Chelsea in Orlando, watch the game, I mean, it was like we were playing video football. It was unbelievable. That game was, and they had Sterling, they had a number of players. It was video football. And I said to myself, if we play like this throughout the season, we're going to be a difficult team to beat. And we've carried it over this season because we didn't lose in a preseason game. I know we lost maybe one behind the door friendly. So we've been playing phenomenal football. And the most important thing is this. There are two things. One is, not only are we winning, we're enjoying the football. It's one thing to win playing like how Marino wants to play, or Conte wants to play, but we're enjoying the football. We're enjoying how we progress the ball. We're enjoying the fluidity of the football, and long may it continue.
I've actually thought exactly the same as you, Bertrand, when I watched that Chelsea game. We just looked on another planet all throughout pre-season. It wasn't just the Chelsea game; it was all throughout pre-season. We looked just like, I sensed that there was something different about this team. There was something that had been installed in them that they wasn't going to go down easy. They wasn't going to roll over and have their tummies tickled. They was going to fight for everything and they was going to win some games. It felt completely different from anything that I've seen in a very long time.
No, today we're going to have a lot of statement wins throughout the year, right? The Tottenham win was a statement win. The Man U win today is a statement win. The next statement wins to come along, because we played Tottenham twice, we played Man U twice, is Man City. We'll play Everton away from home. We should beat them, hopefully, without having any hiccups. But the Man City game is going to be a big game with a lot of interest. And they're I mean, Haaland scored 3 today. People said that Man City is better without him. I know about that. But I watched the game, at least I was watching both games today, actually. And I thought that, you know what? We have some big center half. People don't realize now, we have some big athletic center half who probably can hold up against him. Very few teams in the league, apart from maybe Liverpool with Van Dijk, have that size and athleticism to hold up against him. So
yeah, but he scored 3 goals. But like I said to Tony, did you see the 3 goals he scored? One was a header from 6 yards, where again the defender's got to come and head that clear. Don't give him the run on you. One was a penalty, and one was from the goalkeeper's mashed up kick out, which fell to a City player. So he scored 3, but he hasn't done anything spectacular to score them 3 goals. He's just been in the right place at the right time, and he's been gifted.
So here's the thing: the first goal he scored, by the way, was a De Bruyne no look cross right on his head. When Man U played Man United, when Man U played Man City, Ten Hag did a brilliant job of telling Fred, your only purpose in the game is to mark De Bruyne. You have no other role in the game. Mark De Bruyne, and he did a great job. I mean, one time he decided not to stay with his man. That's when they scored. But he marked him out the game. And even though Man City have all these offensive players, it showed you De Bruyne, when you match up quality against quality, De Bruyne is sometimes a differentiator. So it should. Look, we played 1 game less than them. We're 5 points ahead. And we're very close to Spurs, aren't we, Tony?
Who are they?
If you're a Spurs fan watching Arsenal, you must be kicking yourself, I tell you.
Absolutely.
It's the worst feeling.
Well, there's rumours now that I was saying to Tone before at the beginning of the game. Sorry, that there's rumours now that Conte will not extend his contract and will leave at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Probably
Conte is
along
a
with Harry
difficult
Kane.
person, right? It's hard to deal with. Conte is a difficult person. He's a difficult person. That's why he moves around so much. And that's why he wins so much, which is when he was at Inter, they have to spend to bring in players. They have to buy what he wants. If he wants a player, you got to go buy the player. And you may not have the resources to do so.
Yeah, but even if they got the resources, Spurs are not going to do that, are they? They're not going to go and spend 80 million on one player, 50 million on another player, 100 million on another. They're not going to give him what he wants. So he was never going to succeed there.
So, by my reckoning, our next fixture, we get rid of Frank Lampard out of the league, right?
Yeah, let's get rid of Fat Frank the Tank.
Bertram, you're on mute.
No, I was talking to somebody here. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I think it's been a wonderful day. You know, we can have... I guarantee we're all going to work tomorrow and we're running across our Man United workmates and we are gloating our socks off.
I'm going to stick to gloating against my Tottenham workmates.
Tony, that's 2 weeks in a row, Tony. 2 weeks in a row. Last week was Tottenham. This week is Man U. Hopefully a few weeks from now it's Man City. No, it's getting better.
Know, Man City don't have no fans that I can gloat to. It's the truth. It's the truth.
But how they had the highest commercial revenues without any fans? That's a really interesting one, isn't it?
Amazing.
Fix,
amazing. But guys, have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for your time today, Gary. It's been brilliant,
no problem,
always. Mate. Give love to the kids, and we will see you guys next week for Everton. And people in the chat, thank you for joining us. Take care from us.
See you later, guys.